it short and sweet. Those of you that are going down to Columbus, I want to get you out of here. Those of you aren't, I want to get you out of here too. Funny game, I said that one thing I'm trying to change the culture of is when you have a blowout first half, which we played extremely well, moved the ball, we did a lot of great things, but still not the discipline to come out and play the second half the same way, and that was discouraging. We had some positives. I thought Best played better. That was encouraging. Costello, gets a double-double. Denzel's, I felt bad for him because he probably had 5 more assists if a guy would have made a shot, and yet he didn't look for his shot hardly at all, and then he missed some easy shots. So, still gets 7 rebounds and 11 assists, but we had some other guys that I didn't think played as well. Goins missing all his free throws, Best missing free throws, Kobe with 3 turnovers, So there were some positives, there were some negatives. I thought guys like Dede took a step backwards, guys like Aaron Harris took a step forward. Maybe that's going to happen when you're playing a lot of guys right now because it still won't be that many as we get into things. But as enjoyable as the first half was, the second half, especially the first 10 minutes, were not enjoyable. So we still got a lot of work to do. But I don't know, everybody's telling me around the conference, around the country, that teams are getting beat. So I guess I should just shut my mouth, take a win, and move on and start pulling from my football counterparts from now until game time tomorrow. Questions?
Coach, last time you guys won the Champions Classic, you guys struggled a little bit against Colombia in 13. Was that a point of emphasis coming into this one?
It was. It really was. And this is a different team than Colombia, too. But, I can't say we struggled the first half or, 3/4 of that game. We played awfully well, but then we decided to give Robinson shots, and we decided to make some turnovers, and we missed some shots. I thought every shot Bryn took was a good shot. I took 90% of the ones Zell took were good shots. He just didn't get enough shots. And so the ball wasn't moving as well the second half, where it was moving so nice. The first half was going in, going out. But some of it, too, is the number of substitutions we made. So I'll swallow some of that and take the blame for some of it. But if we're going to change things around here, we got to figure out when we get a team down, we got to step on it the second half. And that first 10 minutes of the second half, was not very good. So then I had to make a fool of myself, and which I don't have a problem doing, but you would hope that somebody would pick that up. I didn't think our leaders jumped on it. And so it was a learning experience for us. Hopefully we'll do a better job next time.
What does Javon add to this offense when he can get the hoop like that, drop out?
Well, he adds a lot if he makes his free throws, But he was a guy, if you remember last year, he could rebound and he could get fouled. But if he goes 4 for 7, it doesn't do any good. So Javon, I still think has to be like an Allen Anderson. He has to take advantage of his quickness. He's got to be ready to shoot. A couple times he got some shots blocked. He wasn't ready to shoot. But it's going to take a while. It's a new position for him. And we got Marv a few minutes. I just wanted to get his feet wet. I probably could have played a few more, but it'll be a way to get him ready. And hopefully by, next week he'll be playing more and more. And that'll help a little bit. And but that 4 spot, we need a lot. The 4 spot's very important in our offense.
Tom, going back to Kansas, Matt McQuaid shot well. It seemed like he handled the moment well. What have you seen out of him in these past couple games and in practice?
Well, Matt McQuaid does handle things well, and I know Denzel loves playing with him because he knows if he gets him a shot, he's going to make it probably. And but he's a very heady player. He can pass the ball. A lot of good things happen with Matt. He plays pretty good defense. So he's playing beyond his years right now, but competition's going to step up again, and we'll see how he does as of Monday night. So he's definitely making some progress. He fits in well. And I think, right now, as I said, he stayed steady or even a little better. A couple guys, Tom, I thought, took a step back tonight, didn't handle the ball very well, didn't make plays that I thought he could make. And so we need all those guards, and yet we need them to play well at the same time if we're going to be a great team. Yeah, he's got a little energy to him. He's kind of a funny kid because he's kind of quiet and shy till he makes a three, and then he goes bonkers, But it's kind of enjoyable because he does it in the right way.
Aaron Harris with 9 points, 5 rebounds. Where is he on where you want to see him, and is he progressing in your eyes?
Progressing, yes. He's about half what I want to see out of him, but he's starting to feel his way a little bit. Like I said, I guess if there's one thing I underestimated is what a year and a half off does to you, And so as I told him tonight, we were going to try to let him play his way through some things, and we did. And saw some encouraging things, although late when he got lazy defensively, that's when Robinson hit some threes. And so we got to, we're just going to stay on him. But I think you can see that he's got some talent, and he's going to be able to score some points. He's going to be able to get to the line. That's one thing him and Bryn do pretty well. I mean, him and JB do pretty well. And I think he's going to, feel his way through. It's going to take a couple of weeks. But I like the way he's practicing now. I think his whole demeanor is better, and I think he has to I think he's realized that you're going to play winning basketball. You got to do more than just score points, and that's really helped him.
Tom, 10 and 10 from Costello tonight. If this were a different season, maybe that's what you lead with coming in here. But now that's just what you expect from him, what you need from him.
Well, a little bit of both. I mean, I did expect it from him, but. I don't want to underscore the fact that in 19 minutes to get 10 and 10 is pretty good. And Matt did play well tonight. We kept telling him, I don't think any of our bigs looked to pass the ball real well tonight. Dede went from having a big game, like a lot of freshmen do, to, deer in the headlights in this game, which doesn't make sense. But I thought Matt played with a purpose, rebounded very well, looked to score it when he got it in there, and improve his passing a little bit, and he's going to be a complete player. You might be right. We just got to get him there more often now. But he did. He played well. I mean, that was a bright spot of the night. And if he can keep doing that, and we either get Dede or Costello, Schilling as it goes, we're going to be very solid at that position and be able to use one of them as a 4 a little bit. And, we just got to get, like I said, everybody on the same page and figure out a way that we don't have letdowns. It was unexcusable to start the second half. I can't emphasize that enough.
Tom, speaking of free throws, Bryn Forbes, one of your better free throw shooters, but all 10 of his shots were from behind the arc tonight. Any effort trying to get him to drive more, get to the line more?
Yeah, it's a good question. I don't know what to say on the answer. I mean, I would like to see it a little more, but it's not one of his strengths. And I think we've decided that if he's coming on the break and he's got a chance to go to the basket or spot up at the 3, we'd rather him spotting up. So I wouldn't say it's all his fault. I'd say a little bit our fault. But he's got to do something else. He's actually got a good mid-range game, 1 or 2 dribbles. He's not great at breaking you down. So hopefully we can get him to the line more because he is a very good free throw shooter, even though he missed one tonight. That is a strength of his, and that would help if he can get 14 points. If he gets to the line 2-3 more times, those are 16, 18-point games. So hopefully, he had enough good shots tonight. That was a big-time game for him. Enzel would have had 15, 16 assists. But we got to make sure we don't forget about Denzel either. I think he was so unselfish offensively that we weren't looking for him. He's still our key guy.
Tom, I know you said you want to cut down the rotation at some point, but you got 4 games, I think, in 7 days next week. How much is the depth that you've been able to develop through the preseason? Is that going to help doing that?
Well, it's going to help. I mean, it's going to help. We have, like I told you, I think we have 7 games in 15 days, I think. And that's a 4 o'clock in the morning get home, and could be a 6 o'clock in the morning get home, and then play Louisville a day and a half later. So we're going to need this depth, and I think it's going to help us. And you never know when there's an injury, heaven forbid. So I think that part of it's a plus, but we do got to, if you don't play with this 8 or 9 guys you're playing with, then too, you have things like more turnovers, which you should expect, and people not knowing where people are going, which you should expect. So, I shouldn't be as disappointed on some of this when I'm playing what did I play tonight? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. But I played 12 guys or so, 9 minutes, 7 minutes or more. So that's not the norm. And that's tough, especially when some of them, like Kenny, is just coming back off an injury, or Marv is just coming back off an injury and has hardly even practiced. So, cut the slack there, but I shouldn't cut any slack on why we didn't defend a little better, start of that second half, and why we're turning the ball over, why we're missing free throws. So I'll harp on the things I can harp on. I'll appreciate the things that I should do a better job of appreciating. Onward to Columbus, guys. Hopefully you're all going. Have a good time.